Right now, major truck manufacturers are praying you'll forget about the legends. They want you trapped in a $900 a month payment for a plastic rolling computer that's designed to brick itself the moment your warranty expires. It's not a tool anymore. It's an insult to every man who works for a living. But while they're busy adding touchscreens and sensors nobody asked for, there are three specific machines hiding in plain sight that are virtually indestructible. If you have one of these three trucks in your driveway today, selling it isn't just a mistake, it's a betrayal of your wallet. There is a specific million-mile motor on this list that the government and the big city accountants hate with a passion because they can't control it. Today, we're exposing the truth the dealers are terrified you'll find out. Do not sign that trade-in title until you see this. When you walk into a showroom in 2026, you aren't buying a truck. You are buying a liability. Modern trucks are fragile, rolling laboratories. They are covered in plastic shrouds, controlled by dozens of delicate sensors, and designed by people who have clearly never spent a single day on a real job site. Have you noticed how a tiny sensor failure in your exhaust system can now force your $80,000 rig into limp mode while you're hauling a trailer through the mountains? That's not progress, that's a hostage situation. The big manufacturers want you broke. They want you stuck in a cycle of debt, constantly upgrading to the next best thing that's actually less reliable than the one before it. But the men who actually use these machines, the farmers, the hotshot haulers, and the master mechanics know the truth. Real value isn't found in a 15-inch touchscreen. It's found in cast iron, mechanical injection, and powertrains that can reach 500,000 miles with nothing more than basic oil changes. Today, we're looking at the last stand of the American truck. These three vehicles represent a time when your word was your bond and your truck was an extension of your legacy. Let's get into number 3. Number 3, the GM Heavy-Duty Holy Grail. Coming in at number 3 on our list is the legendary 2006 through 2007 Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra heavy-duty models, specifically the ones equipped with the LBZ Duramax diesel. If you ask any veteran mechanic who has spent 30 years under a lift, they will tell you that the LBZ is the absolute pinnacle of General Motors engineering. This specific 2-year window represents the holy grail of the Duramax lineage. Why? Because it was the final version to escape the suffocating grip of the diesel particulate filter, DPF, and the overly complicated diesel exhaust fluid, DEF systems that plague every single truck on a lot today. The power of the LBZ. In 2006 and 2007, you were getting 360 horsepower and a massive 650 pound-feet of torque. This wasn't simulated power or power that only worked when the computers were happy. This was raw, dependable force delivered through a bulletproof 6-speed Allison transmission. This transmission actually knew how to handle a heavy load without hunting for gears every time you hit a slight incline. Mechanical honesty versus modern fragility. Modern trucks are built to survive a 60-month lease. The LBZ was built to outlast its owner. There were no messy regeneration cycles to worry about, no DEF tanks to keep track of, no constant anxiety that a minor electronic glitch would result in a $10,000 repair bill at the dealer service department. The interior advantage. Even the interiors were better. Sure, they didn't have 20 different camera angles, but they had high-quality materials that could withstand decades of abuse. They had physical buttons that a man could actually operate while wearing work gloves. Number 2, the Ford 7.3-liter Power Stroke. Taking the number 2 spot is the truck that defined a generation of American grit. The 1994 to 2003 Ford F-250 and F-350 Super Duty equipped with the 7.3-liter Power Stroke diesel. Close your eyes and think about the sound of a real truck working on a crisp morning. You're hearing that unmistakable clatter of the 7.3-liter beast. This engine wasn't designed by suit-wearing accountants at a corporate headquarters. It was born from the heavy-duty heritage of International Harvester. born for the heartland. This engine was built for people who needed a machine that would start every single time the temperature dropped below zero and the snow was piling up against the barn door. When Ford introduced this engine, they accidentally created a major problem for their future sales teams. They built something that simply refused to die. The antidote to modern disasters. We're living in an era where Ford will try to sell you a truck with a tiny engine and twin turbos that is stressed to its absolute limit just to merge onto the highway. But back in the golden age, we had 7.3 liters of cast iron displacement. It barely felt like it was working, even with a 20,000-pound gooseneck trailer hitched to the back. Why it outlasts the competition? There's a specific reason you still see these trucks on every job site from Maine to California with 400,000 miles on the original odometer, while the newer 6.0 and 6.4 models have long since been hauled off to the scrapyard. No EGR coolers. There are no exhaust gas recirculation coolers to rupture and hydrolock your engine. No filters to clog up and cost you $5,000 to replace. No VGT turbos. No complex variable geometry turbos that seize up the moment they see a little bit of soot. It's just a massive, reliable heart that beats with the rhythm of American productivity. The manufacturers hate these trucks because every day you drive your 7.3 is another day they aren't collecting a massive monthly payment from you. If you have a rust-free 7.3 liter, it will quite literally outlast your house. Leave a comment below and tell us how many miles you have on your 7.3. Let the world know why you're never letting it go. Number 1. The 12-valve Cummins. Finally, we have arrived at the number 1 spot. For anyone who truly knows the difference between a real tool and a disposable toy, there was only ever one choice for the king of the mountain. I am talking about the 1994 through 1998 Dodge Ram 2500 and 3500 powered by the legendary 12-valve Cummins 5.9-liter turbo diesel. This machine is not just a truck, it is a masterpiece of industrial engineering that the modern world is desperately trying to erase from your memory. It represents a level of freedom that the big manufacturers simply cannot control. The P-Pump Powerhouse. We are talking about the famous 6BT engine equipped with the mechanical P7100 injection pump. This setup is widely considered by every master mechanic in the country to be the most reliable piece of iron ever bolted into a consumer vehicle. Mechanical purity. In an era where every truck sitting on a dealership lot in 2026 is a ticking time bomb of sensors and software glitches, the 12-valve Cummins stands alone as a monument to mechanical purity. It does not need a computer to tell it how to run. It does not need a satellite connection to keep its systems active. It is a pure, pressure-driven force of nature. It will outlast your house, your career, and probably your grandchildren. When you pop the hood, you aren't met with a mountain of plastic covers or a rat's nest of delicate wiring. You are looking at a simple, honest, heavy-duty inline-six built with the same indestructible philosophy as a locomotive. The ultimate threat to the business model. The big city accountants hate this truck because it represents the ultimate threat to planned obsolescence. They want you trapped in a cycle of $100,000 debt for a truck that will be obsolete the moment the next software update rolls out. But the 12-valve Cummins is a million-mile motor that laughs at the concept of a warranty. Every time you hear that distinctive mechanical clatter of the P-pump, you are hearing the sound of American independence. You are hearing a truck that does not ask for permission from a corporate server just to get the job done. If you own a 12-valve Cummins right now, you are holding the winning ticket in a lottery that they closed the doors on nearly 30 years ago. Selling it is a complete betrayal of common sense. At the end of the day, you have to decide if you want to be an owner or a debtor. The 3 trucks we talked about today, the LBZ Duramax, the 7.3L Powerstroke, and the 12-valve Cummins, are not just old pieces of iron. They are your ticket out of a system that wants you constantly paying for repairs that shouldn't even exist. These are the machines that will still be standing when the plastic wonders of 2026 have been recycled into soda cans. It's a tough reality to face, but the golden age of the American pickup is in the rear-view mirror.
It is up to us to preserve what is left. Drop your choice in the comments. Your support keeps this channel as a lighthouse of truth in a market full of noise. Keep your head up, keep your truck running, and never let go of the iron that built this country. Thanks for watching.